Hello Aries, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Schifferbooks.com is the website for Gabby. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra and Taylor. Websites for Sandra. Looks like they're all Hay House websites. Feel free to freeze frame and check any of that out that you would like to, if you would like to. Okay. What do we have for Aries? It's a little bit to the side there, but someone else you're dealing with, not happy, doesn't like how you're doing things. They're not here for it, that's for sure. They seem to have this attitude like they might go. They might leave. Three of Wands here. I don't think they're going anywhere, but they seem either they've said they will or they're considering going. I don't think that's going to actually happen. This is a very interesting situation because I'm seeing this here and I'm feeling like they can't seem to make a clear distinction about what they want to do. If they walk away from this, it feels to them like they're going to lose a lot, but they don't like what's going on, so they're trying to... It's almost like they feel like that's a solution to walk away, but it's not. There's too much they're going to lose. So, are they just bluffing, or do they not realize they're bluffing? Like, they might not realize they're bluffing. Kind of like they're upset, and in the moment they might start walking away, but then they're going to think about it and go like, well, maybe not. They don't like the situation. They're not happy. I keep getting that. Yeah, we know that. Now, you seem to be okay, but you're trying to figure out like what's going on. Like what is going on with this person? Are they really going to walk away? And I get this Ace of Pentacles, kind of like, you know, it doesn't look right. It doesn't seem to make that much sense. Like, things aren't looking quite the way they should. Like, they're a little bit topsy-turvy. Like, things are out of season, something like that. The way things are tied together, I'm kind of looking at this like if they're going to leave, like there's a lot of work they're going to have to do to make that work out. And you're trying to wait to see, like you're waiting to see them make that first step to move on. They say they're going to go, so I feel like you're kind of, maybe that's the advice here. Step back and wait for them to make that first step to go. Just wait and see what they do. Because I don't think they're having like, they're really unhappy about something, but they're not handling it well. They're really not handling it well. And they need to kind of come to terms with that. We all have those moments. I think we all have those moments where we just don't handle something very well. And then when we have a minute to really sit back and think about it, we're like, oh. Like, oh. Well, yeah, I didn't do so well with that. We all have those moments. It's a part of being human where you get just so far down the road, you look back and you're like, like, no. You're fine. I don't know. You're trying to wait it out. Or, again, I think this might be the advice. Step back and wait for it. Let's see what comes forward next. The yin-yang is kind of like, if you let this person calm down and relax, I feel like there's a lot of gratitude if you give them the chance to correct this on their own. This may be much easier for you to deal with if you let them correct themselves. Give this situation an opportunity to correct itself. Like, kind of with the yin yang, kind of like, it's not going the best, but it could switch around and go better. With everything bad, there's a bit of good. With everything good, there's a bit of bad. You know what I mean? So, if you give it an opportunity, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but it might be better if you just let it correct itself. Keep an eye on it. Also, look at this person's history if you can, because I do feel like they will own up to their own stuff. Once they've committed to what they're going to do, I do feel like they'll follow through once they've committed to it. I don't feel like that commitment is quite there just yet. Because I feel like you have this urge to go in and deal with it really quickly. Just kind of like, all right, if that's what it is, then go. Here, I'll help you get stuff out. Kind of like, go. I feel like they're saying, hold back. Give it a minute. Hold back. Give it a minute. You don't really like the idea of holding back, especially when Aries is like, do or don't. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if you're going to go, then go. If you're going to stay, then stay. But don't give me this halfway crap. They're saying it's in your best interest just to step back and just walk away from it for right now. If you can do that and hold the ground, you don't really like it, it's not really comfortable for you. But I'm getting like, if you hold back, I feel like this works out a lot better for you. It really does. Because I'm getting like, the other side has to really think about their primal nature, how they reacted, what they really want. And then they got to take, it's going to take them a minute to really sort out where they want to be, what they really want to do. The Temperance card is kind of like telling me they might have had a knee-jerk reaction and they just kind of spouted off really quick and had a minute where they were very unhappy. But if you give them an opportunity to dig themselves out of their own hole, which maybe just stepping away from it so that they can realize they're in a hole to begin with. The thing is, I feel like this is the highlight of this. I think they're gonna tick you off, and Aries has no problem confronting people when they tick them off. So these stereotypical Aries will they're like, oh, there's a problem, well, let's deal with it. What are we supposed to do with this energy? If you can, go do something else. I know that seems like a very bland way to respond to that, but what else could we say? Don't make this worse than it has to be. That's for sure. Step back, give this person some time to cool off. I don't know, how mad are you? Are you mad when this happens, or are you just kind of bothered by it? Are you shocked? I don't know. I feel like you're ready to fight when this happens. The challenge is to resist that. You don't want to belly flop into this situation, you know what I mean? Because you got the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. Don't get caught up in the gender, but what I'm getting is kind of like, be careful what you say. Give the situation a chance to fix itself, if you can do that. I feel like that's a lot to ask. And it's a general reading, so you do what you think is right, like your life, your business, clearly, you know what I mean? But they're saying if you can step back and let the situation sort itself out, this person will dig themselves out of that hole. This will go a lot better. They have to own up to their own stuff, but I don't even feel like you have to call them out on it. I feel like when they approach you, they'll start talking about it, realizing like if they don't bring it up, you will. So it's in their better interest for them to just bring it up. And when I'm getting that happening, it will sort itself out. If you're able to pull back, and that's not easy for you. It's not easy for you. It takes a lot of strength to pull back. Give this person some time to think out what they've done. Give this person some time to just really sort out where they're going with this. That takes a lot of strength on your side, because that's not normally... I don't really think of Aries as usually doing that. But if you are able to do it, you get this outcome, which is the Ace of Cups. You'll be a lot happier with the outcome, because it'll fix itself. And I feel like, whoever you're dealing with, they don't take it lightly that you gave them that chance. It feels like they know you well enough. Like, I'm not saying they know you for years and years, but they've seen you long enough to know that if you give them this chance to sort it out themselves, that's quite the gift, because that's not normal. You wouldn't normally step back and let that happen. Like, that's not the normal Aries way to do things. So it does have a huge impact on them. It's not lost on them that, they're very fortunate that you allowed that. And you'll have this great outcome that you were not expecting, because they will fix it themselves, and they will not. I don't feel like they really want to leave. Once they sort themselves out, get themselves into perspective, it can be a lot better. I feel like it really does depend on you pulling back and letting them sort it out themselves. I just don't think it goes as well if you sort it out for them. It's also, again, that's a lot. That's a lot to ask, because that's not the way Aries usually does it. Because I do think they said some things they should not have said. So I'm getting that too. We don't want to end up in a. We want to avoid an argument, because it's not going to serve either side, you or them. So we want to avoid an argument and just step away and just let the energy cool down. I'm telling you, if this reading is right, if the reading is going to hit for you, they're going to sort it out themselves, and when it's all sorted out, it goes a lot better than originally it was. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and you have a good day.